At approximately 10 minutes after 9 a.m. this morning, our dispatch received a call from Austin Police Department advising us that they were tracking a stolen vehicle that may make its way into our jurisdiction. So we were looking out for that vehicle. At about 9:30, one of our deputies encountered that vehicle in this parking lot. What happened after that is under investigation. But what we know for certain is that at least one shot was fired. The suspect was injured. The suspect is in a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and our investigation is underway. The deputy who was involved is not harmed, and we will be spending the next several hours looking at the evidence and working out what happened here. Because this was an incident, a shooting that involved a TCSO deputy, the Texas Rangers are here and they will take lead on this investigation. Our Criminal Investigations Division is here. They will work alongside them and we'll work it in tandem to make sure that we are covering all the bases involved in a situation that has a deputy that may have fired a weapon. Do y'all have any questions for me? So this would be the Austin Police Department notifying us that they were tracking a stolen vehicle that was probably going to move into our jurisdiction. And so we were already looking for it. And I'm sure that additional information came in, but I don't have those details at this time. But the bottom line is that the deputy was able to encounter the vehicle.
How common is that y'all get one of these alerts for a stolen vehicle and you're actually able to find it like this quickly?
Unfortunately, vehicle theft is common, and we work hand in hand with all the municipalities in our jurisdiction. So we get notifications like this pretty routinely, and we do encounter the vehicles, and we're oftentimes able to make that stop.
And then, I mean, was the shot ever fired at the deputy or from the suspect?
All of that is under investigation right now. As you can tell behind me, everything is active and it's in its earliest stages. So right now we don't make any assumptions at all. In fact, we collect information from the people involved, but we wait and allow the evidence and everything that we can look at to paint the picture of what actually happened. So what I know as fact is at least one gunshot happened. We have a suspect who is injured, non-life threatening. As to who shot the weapon, which weapon it was, what the circumstances were surrounding it, that's what the investigation is going to reveal.
So we don't yet know if the suspect was even armed.
We don't know for certain who had what gun was fired. So we'll conduct this investigation to determine that. That's why at this time I'm not referring to it as an officer-involved shooting. I'm referring to it as a shooting involving one of our officers. Because at this point in time, I can't say for fact that that deputy was even the one who fired a weapon.
Is there a protocol or a form to follow when there's a stolen vehicle alert? And like, how does it escalate from keep an eye out for this vehicle to shots being fired in a public area in a gas station?
I'm not familiar with all of the protocols involved, and as you can imagine, every case is different. But when we have a fellow law enforcement agency that lets us know that a stolen vehicle may be coming into our jurisdiction, then our deputies get the information about the vehicle and keep an eye out for it. And that's what happened in this case. And this deputy was able to encounter the vehicle.
Okay, there was only one suspect in the vehicle? No other suspect?
I don't have that for certain at this time.
But the main thing, I guess, is the officer's okay?
Yes, the officer is okay. The officer's dash cam, body cam, everything associated with it will be reviewed. The deputy will be interviewed, as will others who were witnessing it. Of course, this is an area that has surveillance cameras, so of course there's a lot of elements to collect. There's going to be plenty of evidence to look at, and that will paint the picture of what exactly happened here today.
It's such a crowded place. I mean, the gas station, Randall's, is clearly open at 9-ish this
Mhm.
Was there ever any threat to anybody else or to the public in that situation?
It's my understanding that the incident happened very, very quickly, within a matter of minutes, quickly. And once the incident occurred, the area was shut down quickly and medical personnel came in. So it was not a situation where the public was in danger. At any time, if the public is in danger, our deputies will not allow activity to continue around that scene. They will close it down and evacuate the public to protect them. So the fact that people are moving around near us is a good indication that there is no longer a threat.
One other question. Was it a chase that led them to this spot? Because I know you said you had to report a stolen vehicle. Had there been a pursuit prior to this?
I don't have that information at this time.
You might have already gone out there, but how did y'all encounter this? You said y'all followed them here, or how y'all think about that?
The Austin Police Department indicated to us that they were tracking a stolen vehicle that was coming into our jurisdiction. And so because they were tracking it, real-time information was coming in. And that's what gave our deputy a good indication of where to be looking.
Just think again on stealing cars seems to be a common thread. We've seen multiple incidents in Austin where they steal, and in fact, just recently an affidavit where the guy tried to stop him stealing his car and was shot. So just how prevalent this is happening, people stealing cars.
I don't have the statistics to back up anything I would say and quantify anything I would say, but just from anecdotal knowledge and experiential knowledge, auto theft is something that is common in our area, as is burglaries of vehicles, which is why we're constantly reminding the public to make sure that you don't have valuables sitting out in your vehicle, that you make sure that if you leave your vehicle and to take your weapon out of that vehicle with you, to make sure that you always lock your vehicle, because that's the easiest form of theft, is just to walk up and see if a door handle is unlocked and take whatever's inside. And theft of the actual vehicles is something that we see, but we also see vehicles that have been stolen that come through our jurisdiction. Either they were stolen in a different city or a different county, and we find out that they're in our jurisdiction. And we work together with other counties and other police departments to encounter and intercept those vehicles and make the arrests.
Do you know at the moment if the stolen vehicle was linked to other things, making it something to stick out more than the stolen vehicle?
I don't have that information, no.
Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and get the latest news by downloading the CBS Austin News app.